broadcast. Thank you for staying with us. Let's continue informing you. Now, the bodies of those who perished in the Chesongoch landslide tragedy in Elgeyo Marakwet County will be laid to rest this Wednesday, even as 8 people remain unaccounted for. Chesongoch village in Elgeyo Marakwet is still staggering under the weight of a landslide that stole more than 30 lives. What was once a vibrant community now lies blanketed beneath towering mounds of soil swept down from the valley. However, the residents are slowly and steadily piecing their world back together, lifting stones, rebuilding shelters, and reclaiming the rhythm of life from the ruins. Here is Vera Mora with more.
Once bustling businesses now lay buried beneath a blanket of debris of rock and timber that thundered down the hillside without mercy. These boulders are the stubborn footprints of the raging rains. At Chesongoch Mission Hospital, the first strokes of rebuilding are already underway. Young men shovel away the heavy soil that poured down the hill, nearly swallowing part of the facility alive. The hospital kitchen completely swept away and 2 vital generators, once the silent guardians that kept the hospital alive during power outage. Hospital administrator recounts the terrifying moments when Chesongoch's only beacon of medical hope almost disappeared beneath the mud.
We had our sewerage system, which we will have to rebuild. Our beds, many of them were distracted.
Today, however, she receives a lifeline of equipment, medical and food supplies worth 1 million Kenyan shillings from the Mission for Essential Drugs and Supplies, a faith-based organization dedicated to support health facilities.
This is Chesongoch. If you see the terrains, we have passed through valleys, through areas of landslides, some of the impassable, some of the challenging very road infrastructure, but we can say that we are here to ensure that we deliver to the last mile, whereby patients, we have them at the bottom of the pyramid, can access care and treatment as much as possible.
However, a cloud of worry still lingers. Many residents remain frozen in fear, unsure if the rains will return. Even now, water's next down the hillside in some places, a troubling reminder that the danger has not fully passed.
We request government that, if possible, we can move the people to the better ground and settle them, and then we use that escarpment as a forest land. That is a second option. But the most immediate option is we plant tree crops so that we can be able to hold, even as government looks on a long-term program, because majority of those people don't have a place to go, and therefore the best thing is we marry livelihoods and settlement.
Makeshift shelters now dot the ground, temporary haven as the slow, determined work of rebuilding Chesongoch takes shape. Both levels of government are racing to restore normalcy, clearing roads, reopening routes so that vehicles such as this lorry can once again reach the community. Up to this moment, 8 people remain missing and rescue teams continue their search, hoping to bring closure to grieving families. But an even heavier conversation awaits. The relocation of hundreds of families scattered along the vulnerable 170-kilometer stretch, a region that trembles each time the skies darken. According to Governor Rotich, discussions on moving those in the most perilous zones will begin immediately after the burials are complete. Vera Mora, KTN.
Thanks, Vera Mora. Now, more often than not, after undergoing a life-threatening